Hi, I'm Zoe Olenek, and I did my current event on births outside of marriage decline for immigrant women. So, some statistics. In the newest available data in 2014, a third of all births to foreign born mothers were to unmarried women, which is down from a peak of 37% in 2008. The share of all babies born to unmarried women in the U.S. stood at 40% in 2014, which is down marginally from 41% in 2008. 30 years earlier, just 21% of babies were born to unmarried women. So this is a little graph that shows that as births outside of marriage declined among the foreign-born, the gap between immigrant and U.S.-born moms widened. So foreign-born is the yellow line, and they're at 33% of U.S. births to mothers who are unmarried, and U.S.-born is at 42%, so it's significantly declined. So currently, the decline in births outside of marriage among the foreign-borns is being driven in part by the changing regions of birth of new foreign-born mothers. The share of babies born to moms from Latin America has declined, while the share of babies born to moms from regions such as Asia has increased. New foreign-born mothers from Latin America were roughly 4 times as likely as moms from Asia to be unmarried in 2014. So why is there a decrease? The decline of births outside of marriage for immigrant mothers is due to the decline in the number of recent U.S. immigrants from Latin America. Driven largely by post-recession declines in Mexican immigrants, more Mexicans are leaving the United States than entering. And there's a dramatic birth rate decline among Hispanic immigrants in the wake of the Great Recession. Foreign-born mothers are driving long-term growth in U.S. births. So foreign-born mothers have not only helped to curb the share of babies born to unmarried mothers in the U.S., but they are also responsible for the nation's long-term growth in annual births as well. In 2014, immigrant women accounted for about 901,000 U.S. births, which marked a threefold increase from 1970 when immigrant women accounted for 274,000 births. So here's a graph showing that since 1970, the increase in annual number of U.S. births in immigrant women is driven mostly by immigrant women. So U.S. born has gone down from 3.46 to 3.10, and foreign-born has gone up from 0.27 to 0.90 in just that 44-year span. So here's a little video. Okay, that's fine. I'll just describe it. So it's basically showing that at like parks and local places, like in the U.S., there are a huge range of children, and that minority children are really taking up the most of the population, and that we're just living in a much more diverse country because of it. So fertility of foreign-born women remains far higher than that of U.S.-born women. The increasing number of births to foreign-born mothers reflects more than just the long-term rise in migration to the U.S. It isn't just the fact that more immigrant women live in the U.S. now than in the past. It's that these women are having disproportionately more children than their U.S.-born counterparts. In 2014, 14% of the population was foreign-born, while 23% of newborns had foreign-born moms. So here's a graph showing that fertility of foreign-born women remains far higher than that of U.S.-born women. So in 1970, the foreign-born fertility rate was 121.6, whereas for U.S.-born it was 86.5. And in 2014, it was 84.2 for foreign-born women and 58.3 for U.S.-born women. Foreign-born mothers lag behind U.S.-born mothers in economic well-being. So in terms of financial well-being, new foreign-born mothers are less likely to be well off than their U.S.-born counterparts, which is a pattern reflective of a broader nativity differences in the country. Median family income for new U.S.-born moms is about $51,200 annually, and this figure is $41,300 for new foreign-born mothers. So about 26% of new US-born mothers live in poverty. This share rises to 31% for foreign-born mothers. And foreign-born new mothers from Latin America are more than 4 times as likely to be living in poverty than those from North America. So for schooling, immigrant new mothers are more than twice as likely as US-born new mothers to lack a high school diploma. And immigrant mothers are also less likely than the US-born to have some college experience. And similar shares of both groups have a high school diploma, but no further education like a bachelor's degree or a master's. So it's 29% for the foreign-born and 31% for the US-born. Catholicism, gender inequality, and sexism. So immigrant women are becoming more immersed in their religions and being influenced by American standards, causing a decrease in births outside of marriage. It is more common to see single moms than single dads because a lot of the time when men come to the United States, they are more inclined to work, whereas women tend to take care of the families. And so now women are assimilating to the US culture where it is hard to raise families on their own. So although immigrant women are still having children, they are waiting until marriage. In conclusion, the growth in annual US births since 1970 is driven entirely by immigrant moms. Births outside of marriage are on the decline for immigrant women, and although the population is growing because of immigrant women, the births outside of marriage has declined because more women are waiting until later in life to have kids, and are placing more of an emphasis on marriage and have more access to contraceptives and healthcare. Thank you.